Hey guys, I hope y'all are doing well today. I just had a quick message today, and it's one that I really didn't realize until way after the storm had passed. But when I went through my divorce, it was a really tumultuous time in my life. Um, so my wife and I split. I bought a new house, and I had my daughter. And for the first time in my life, I was a single dad with a 2-year-old daughter, just me and her. And so I really thought that I really thought that I'd have family there for me. I really thought that people would show up for me in ways that they said that they would, and in ways that they said that they were going to help, whether it be, really I needed help, like keeping Lena while I did little things like moving to my house, catch a meeting, unpack, whatever. But, those people were not there. My dad showed up really strong for me, and I'm very grateful for that. And I had strangers show up for me that I didn't even know existed that really took care. I had a great sitter for Lena, a woman that I worked with, and she was just a godsend. And she got Lena introduced to church, and her family was awesome. They took Lena on, and I never saw that coming. That was really an unseen blessing that came into my life. But again, the people that I thought would be there for me were not, and I spent many nights just struggling alone, unpacking the house alone, just getting through all of the emotional turmoil alone. Our house was all boxed up in these pods, so I had to have the pods delivered, and I had to unpack that myself. It was a really tough time. But the lesson that came from that, and I realized it 3 years later, really I realized it sometime last year, was that really hard times make for indestructible people. I am absolutely grateful that those people that I thought would be there for me were not. Because I learned through that I can walk through anything in life, anything, with just God and myself. There was times I needed to call somebody, or I thought I needed to call somebody to talk to them about, about the divorce, about the, how to play, the custody issue, or, my ex was doing this or that, like how, what to do, what was the right thing to do. And there's many times I did not have that, but I learned to just get through it and to not talk about my problems. I learned how to make good choices on my own. I learned how to make good judgments on my own. I learned how to trust myself, which is something that I never used to do. I would always call and ask people for advice and for suggestions, and I always need to be hanging out with people and doing this and that. But I am forever grateful that I had to go through that very dark time alone, because again, today I am indestructible. There's nothing I fear. There's no hardship I fear. There's no legal battle I fear. There's no person I fear. I feel that I can walk through anything with prayer in my own mind. I don't think my mind is a bad place to be, and I trust myself. So yeah, I just want to throw that out there. It is one of the most valuable lessons I feel that I've learned in my life, is to trust myself and to love myself and to enjoy me, because at the end of the day, I'm the one who's gonna have to walk through the hardest times. Everyone's there during good times, no one minds being around when everything's great and you have, you're not going through anything, nothing but fun times. Everybody's there. But when you really go through something that's hard, when you're really going through something that it would take other people work to help you out with, whether it be keeping your kid or helping you unpack or blah, blah, no, man, it's you. It's you. That's all you got is yourself and God. That's it. And you better learn how to rely on God, and you better learn how to trust your own self, okay? Because that's the only way you're going to make it through. But I 100% promise you, you will get through it.